So in this lesson, I'm going to introduce a new concept called object origin. All objects have their origin points. It's a little dot, orange dot in the middle of your object, as you can see here. This is object's origin. So why is it important? It's important because transformations happen depending on where this origin point is. For example, if you rotate this monkey, you can see a black dashed line. One end is connected to that orange dot. And as you can see, the object is rotating around its origin point. It means if you have the ability to put this origin point somewhere else, the object rotates around that point. And also, scale also happens depending on where this origin is. And all objects have their origin points, even camera or other, for example, light object, G, and you can see the orange dot in the middle. So, G, Y, just to bring it here. Now, actually, you have the ability to put this origin point somewhere else. For example, you can put this origin point to the cursor position, to this 3D cursor. We talked about it a bit. You can change it by pressing shift and right click, not left, right click, and you can put the cursor wherever you want. And now, let's select one object and right click, and we have this menu called Set Origin. It means setting origin point to somewhere else. For example, you have this option called Origin to 3D Cursor. Let's choose it. And this origin point went to this place, to this position, to a 3D cursor position. And now, see what happens. If you rotate your object with R, you are rotating around this orange dot. It means you are rotating around this origin point. And you can bring this origin point back to its original position like so. Right click and choose this origin to geometry. And these words make sense because, they are what they say they do. For example, geometry to origin. If you put the origin to 3D cursor position, and then you can bring this geometry to origin, like this, geometry to origin. So yeah, Shift C to bring this cursor back to world origin. Now, this is how you usually change the origin point and why it's important. Scaling and rotation usually depend on the position of origin point. And one more thing here, you can come to tool settings. We learned about tool settings in the previous lessons. You can come here, open transform tools and tool settings, and you can affect only origins. It means if you want to move your object, it doesn't move the object, but it moves the origin point. And this way you can also put the origin point wherever you want. And after you have positioned the origin point, you should uncheck it in order to move the object around the origin point or scale it. You might ask why do we need that? We will need to change origin point a lot. For example, let's say you want to open the door and you model it the door, and you want the door to turn around one of its edges, and you can simply put the origin point there and turn around the edge. So yeah, let me show you. Let's put this right here. Imagine that this is a door. Now you can turn around that edge. Okay, so sometimes you need it, sometimes you use it, and we will use this origin options in different modes, not only in object mode but edit mode and other modes.